I'm nervous for this intro, mate. I'm nervous.
Why?
Because it's gonna be a big one. You know, we're 57 episodes deep, and I feel like something needs to change in this format.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready for what's going to change in this format?
No.
Okay, brace yourself. Brace yourself.
No, I'm not ready. Oh! What? What is he doing? What is he doing? He's just changed hats, ladies and gents.
I've changed caps. It's a bit bright in the light, but I felt like changing it. That
is a massive change. That has changed the game of this podcast.
It has changed the game. And you know what the best bit is? I'll make sure for the thumbnail I pose with the N7 cap so no one will know coming in. But
My
no,
goodness.
You've dabbled with podcast format changes. Now meet the genuine article.
Wow. So if that wasn't news enough, we have Series 14 stuff today. A certain composer is back, and we're going to talk about Fortnite, and Troy has a new hat. So it's a pretty jam-packed day, everyone. It's a pretty jam-packed day.
The sun's come out for my hat change. Hopefully it goes away by the time we've rolled the intro. So shall we do it?
Yeah, let's do it, mate.
Roll the intro!
Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, a show where two YouTubers talk about the best show in all of time and space, Doctor Who. I'm your host, Crispy Pro, and joining me is the man with the hot Star Wars takes, apparently, Troy Red Archer Live. How are you?
I'm good, buddy.
Cheeky
How are
boy.
you? Is this our therapy session now for you trying to talk through my Star Wars opinions?
We need to talk.
Great.
Troy put up a thing on Twitter the other day. We'll get to the news and stuff in a minute, don't worry everyone. But Troy put up a thing on Twitter the other day, and, you know, innocently, it was his ranking of the all 9 main Star Wars films. You know, a perfectly innocent act. But my goodness, some of those placings in there, whew. I mean, some people didn't agree. I just simply reacted to that with a gif of Christopher Eccleston saying, no. So yeah.
And do you know what annoyed me more than you replying with that? The fact that
What?
you just called it a GIF rather than a GIF.
I swear it's a GIF. I don't want to get into this.
This week's poll, ladies and gentlemen, do you pronounce it as GIF or GIF? Let us know.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah, I ranked all the Star Wars films. My mum and I spent last week, because she's been off work a little bit. She wasn't feeling too good. You know, I've been looking after my mum. And we just spent the time having a Star Wars marathon. It wasn't particularly planned, but because they were re-releasing Return of the Jedi in cinemas, I was like, do you want to watch a couple before we go see it? She was like, yeah. And then it turned into a 9-film marathon. So then I made a tier list. And I also introduced my mum to Letterboxd, and I think she's found her new love, because she loves movies, and it's going to be a good little thing for her to document stuff. So that's cute. But just so I can annoy everyone, shall I just run through my ranking of the Star Wars films, and then we can get into the news? I don't want to spend long on this. It's not Doctor Who.
That's fine. Just let me ask the first question. Where did you place the original Star Wars, the first one? Where was that one?
At the very bottom. Last on the list.
If you need any more explanation on how this list was contentious in the Twitter community,
my biggest issue
that
with
is explanation enough.
You know, Crispy, how important I place music in things, how much I love music. There are several bits, especially in the trench run, where there's just no soundtrack. It's just reused shots of them going to the trench and then just going, keep hitting. It's so awkward. It feels so awkward. There's just lots of moments that are just like, God. It's still a good film.
Cinema.
I like every film. I like all 9 films, but I just like the first one the least.
I want to go to Tashi Station to get some power converters.
That actually, it was weird. It was like a mix between it sounding really good and really awful.
Yeah, that's usually how Crispy Pro does it.
That's true. Anyway, so, let's go in reverse order. So last place was the first Star Wars, Episode 4. Then I put Episode 1. Then Episode 6. Then Episode 5. I like all these, by the way. Like, literally, this is just ranking, like I would say Star Wars is like B tier. And then it's going up to like A and S tier, just for clarity. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back in 6th, then The Force Awakens, then Episode 2. I might swap 2 and 7 around, but I really like 2. I don't know, it's an underrated one.
No,
then Last Jedi.
I actually enjoy 2.
Yeah, then The Last Jedi, then Rise of Skywalker in 2nd, and then Revenge of the Sith in 1st. Rise of Skywalker is just quintessential Star Wars. I don't care. I do not care.
Alright. I think we've lost everyone listening, unfortunately, but that's all right.
Well,
that's all right.
Everyone loves my mum, right? And when we came out of the rewatch, she said that's the best Star Wars film after watching Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything bad to your mum. So
exactly.
I'll respect her opinion, not yours.
There you go.
I'll respect her opinion.
But no, it's got my tweet's got 22,000 views. It broke out of my followers, and I just got loads of comments being like, "This is a." Like the good thing is most of the comments were just being like, "This is a list," rather than saying I'm an idiot, because I was expecting loads of what are those 3 extra films? You know, you get those stupid people who go, "Oh, there's only 6 films." If you don't like it, fine, but don't be immature about it.
That's silly. That's
people
very
are respectful.
silly.
It's nice. Speaking of respect, though, we have a lot of respect to pay to Doctor Who this week, so let's get right into it.
Oh my gosh, we really do. We really do. So much stuff has happened.
We don't know what we're even calling this, because there's so much to talk about that it's not going to be easy to make a concise title. So
no, we have 3 big pieces of news for the main thing, and I don't know. We could have an episode each dedicated to this, but that's not how this works. Doctor Who goes quiet for a while, and then they go, "Here's everything.
Here's everything. Here's everything." But we start with a poll.
Oh,
ready for a poll?
Troy, do you remember last week you were like, "Oh, we need a poll song. We need a poll music."
Oh no.
You ready?
Oh,
it's poll time, baby!
Ooh, that's
the
funky.
poll theme.
I like
that's
that.
the poll theme. That's the poll theme. Hope you enjoyed.
You just add a really basic bit at the end of it that just goes, "It's poll time." Just at the very end of the music.
I will do that. That's my homework for next week.
I love that, though. That's funky. That's cool. All right, so we asked, with Jinx Monsoon's music-inspired costume revealed, which I don't believe we've talked about either.
No, we haven't.
We add that in later in the episode. But that costume has been revealed. RuPaul's Drag Race 2-time winner Jinx Monsoon is coming into Doctor Who. We already knew that, but their costume was revealed. It's very music-inspired. Piano collars, all sorts of very cool stuff. But we asked, do you think, based on this, that Series 14 will have a fully musical episode? In other words, where every bit of dialogue is sung. It's been done in various different TV shows to various levels of success. I've never seen much of Riverdale, but I remember when Riverdale did one, everyone was like, "What is like?" It was just like that was the sign the show was going downhill. So there's been good and bad musicals. There's been good and bad. But do you think, Crispy, personally, there will be a musical episode in Series 14?
Yes, I personally think so. If anyone's going to do it, it's Russell T. I have no doubt.
Exciting.
I have no doubt.
All right. Well, we asked our audience, and on Spotify, we got a completely different result to on YouTube.
Oh, that's unheard of.
Bear in mind that Spotify is only 20 to 30 listeners, whereas YouTube is a much bigger one. So had Spotify had the same amount, you may see the same trend, but it's just cool to see when you get a difference. Out of 20 votes on Spotify, 80% said yes, while 20% said no to a musical episode.
Interesting.
Whereas on YouTube, it's the other way around. 64% said no, but 36% said yes. Intriguing.
Maybe that's a commentary on the various apps, because Spotify is a music-based app, and maybe I would like some more music.
A good point. He makes a good point, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like because we haven't seen it before, it's hard to kind of come up with any kind of conclusion as to whether it be good or bad or whether it would fit or not. But all I'll say is if they're going to do one, this seems like the biggest opportunity for them to do it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it would be happening in Russell's first series back. I feel like that's more like something you save for your second or your third series. But I mean, Russell's a very ambitious writer, so I have no doubt. And I've got a couple theories on the musical aspect, which I'll bring up when we chat about the Series 14 filming stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, yes.
I think there is one thing that makes it a bit more interesting that there could be a musical episode, because we now know who'd be writing the music, do we not, Crispy? Roll us into the first ding dong, because we've got some very big news that for us was only announced last night. So it's a good job we recorded on Tuesday this week. Last week we recorded on Monday, right before Jinx's costume, so we couldn't talk about it. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw the video version of last week's episode, but there was one bit where I went, if there's any news this week, then, we'll talk about next week. I changed both of our cameras to pictures of David Tennant crying. So,
did you?
Just for the sake of a joke, because I was like, there's stuff.
Oh, that's so funny.
We can't acknowledge it. So, Crispy, ding that dong.
Yes.
That sounds weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are dinging that dong because a certain gold person has come back. Murray Gold, that is, Troy. How do you feel about that?
I figured you meant Spandau Ballet, to be honest.
What? No.
Oh, come on, please tell me you get the joke.
I don't actually. What does that mean? What is that?
They're a band from the 80s that did a song called Gold.
Oh, no. The only person I knew that did a song called Gold was Mika, and I think that song was actually called Golden, so I don't remember things correctly. Anyway, Murray Gold is back in Doctor Who. Murray Gold is back, and are we surprised, Troy?
Well, let's just do a bit of a flashback, insert harp, because only a couple of weeks ago we actually asked everyone, if you remember, whether you thought Murray Gold would come back. So I thought it'd be interesting to just bring that poll back up again and compare it to the news now.
You say a poll, you say?
A poll. I'll allow it. It's poll time. So, the poll a couple of weeks ago said that... Well, we asked for everyone who didn't hear. I think it was last week we talked about this. It's only very recent. So if you missed us talking about it, go watch last week's episode. Not as many people did. So, you guys have got some making up to do. We're very disappointed in you.
It's all right. Okay? It's on the incline.
It's not all right, Crispy. We have to expect the best of our listeners. Okay, when they don't deliver, we have to call them out.
No, I think you are.
Seriously. So we asked whether you thought Murray Gold would come back, and if he did, whether it be just for David Tennant or for Shooty as well. 10% said he wasn't coming back. Bet you all feel clever now. Whereas 47% said David Tennant only, and 43% said David Tennant and Shooty Gatwa. And the 43% were correct, because it has been confirmed by Russell, and it didn't originally say it in the article, but it's been updated to confirm it. Murray Gold is composing for the 60th specials and Series Beyond. The exact same wording as Russell T Davies' original announcements just over a year and a half ago, that it was the 60th and Series Beyond. So, Murray Gold's back, he's kicking his feet up, he's not going again, but I have to say, I find it very ironic that the Doctor Who Series 10 soundtrack has still not released, and Murray Gold has left as composer and come back in the meantime.
And returned.
So, release
That's
it!
ridiculous. Please. My goodness. Why not?
It's daft. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting.
It's very strange. I didn't expect them to announce it today. It's one of those announcements that they could announce the day before the 60th and be like, oh yeah, Murray's back. But for some reason they just announced it today, yesterday, whenever it was. For you guys, it'll be a couple days ago. But it's very strange, and I'm happy. I think, I don't know. I would have been interested if they took a new direction, but with Russell T Davies going on this beautiful nostalgia trip, we're going backwards to go forwards type thing. I don't know. It's strange.
Well,
what do you think, Troy? What do you think?
I'm of a mixed heart about it. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, go on.
Reason being, everything with Shooty feels like new. It doesn't feel like nostalgia. It feels like we're doing new things. He's the first black mainline Doctor. I know we had Jo Martin, but she wasn't main timeline. So for all intents and purposes, first black mainline Doctor. We've got a drag queen in a big role. We've got quite a few things happening at the minute that feel like fresh steps are being taken in Doctor Who to do something different, to do something new. So I don't know personally how I feel about then bringing in someone who's already composed 10 series of Doctor Who music back in to take the reins for such a fresh era of Doctor Who. I would have been annoyed and disappointed if he hadn't come back for David Tennant. That is the logical decision. You bring back David, you bring back Catherine, you need Murray there with their motifs, with all that brilliant composition. With everything. It's perfect. I really do kind of wish that someone new had been given the opportunity for Shooty onwards. That's my personal preference.
No, I completely agree.
However, what I will say is, even though I'm sad someone else didn't get given a chance, talking about Murray Gold individually, he has been very, very good at creating music unique to a Doctor. The stuff he composed for Christopher/David, compared to Matt, compared to Peter, was all very tonally different. There were some themes that were popped up occasionally, but you can listen to the main themes and you feel completely different eras of Doctor Who, like they're composed almost by different people. So I'm not worried about there being fresh new music for Shooty's era. I think it will still be fresh and unique, like Shooty, like Jinx, like everything. But I just kind of wish it had been someone else anyway. So I'm happy, but just kind of expected it to be a bit different, but I'm not. I'm kind of like, that's why I'm kind of mixed feelings about it. But I'm happy more than sad.
That was really well put, Troy.
Thank you.
Damn.
Like and subscribe. That could be. We're gonna have several highlight videos this week.
Okay, yeah, like and sub everyone, please. Thanks. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Wow. Yeah, no, I'm completely in agreement with you there. But I mean, hey, big picture, the GOAT is back. So whatever, Whatever. Oh, what's wrong? Did you just twist something?
I tipped my hat to you and I felt my whole shoulder just went crack. It just went pop.
That's why you should never tip your hat to me, son. Never do that. Your body rejected the idea. Exactly. Your body rejected the idea of that. Yeah.
Well, if you think that the GIFs are called GIFs, then you don't deserve my hat tipping.
Oh my gosh. He's never going to let it go. I swear I watched a video where is it pronounced this or this? But now I actually can't remember the answer to that question.
I think the creator apparently said it was GIF, but have you not seen that meme of Sonic and Shadow arguing about GIF and GIF?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to send you that. It's a great video.
Speaking of Sonic, what's up with your shirt, Troy? What's up with your shirt?
Do you know what I realised? I unintentionally have just gone full Sonic mode in my layout, because I've got a Sonic t-shirt. It's a brand new t-shirt. I've got Sonic bed sheets, 23 years old, by the way, and single. Is there any wonder? But I've just realised if we're going to make it full Sonic, then what we need is this bad boy back.
Sonic screwdriver?
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
My Sonic plushie. We need him back. We need him back in the frame.
Wowee.
It's the Trinity of Sonic. Done. Job done.
Oh, that's so funny.
And there actually is there's a couple of Sonic postcards there as well. Just in my layout, I can't point to them
very nice.
But
can I show you a bit of merch that I got recently? It's not Sonic merch, but you've just reminded me I need to show you something.
No.
Can I play? I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm half of this podcast. I get to say.
He asks me for permission. I don't give it to him, and he just goes anyway. Do you see? This is the kind of relationship we have, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we've been doing this for over a year now. He has no respect for me. He'll just do what he wants anyway. You know. Oh, hello.
I don't know what you said, but I'm looking forward to listening.
I said you're the best person on the planet, and I love you very much and all that. You know,
cheeky booger. Cool. You cheeky.
Come on,
booger.
What'd you buy?
So I caught up with my best friend Janet Fielding on the weekend because she had her event, A Day with Janet Fielding, and now Troy's leaving. Oh dear. Troy, come back. Put your headphones on. You need to hear this.
By the way, can we just... I don't think we mentioned this, but I still find the funniest thing in that interview of Janet just being you going, so tell us where else you're going. And she accidentally answered really close to the mic and just went, Hobart! And it was just...
Hobart?
I took the audio clip of that and just sent it to you randomly in our messages. Gosh. Just special gift for you.
So
that should be your alarm. You know, when your alarm goes off in the morning, you just say, Hobart!
And arise from my bed.
Yes.
So,
Rise of Skywalker from your bed. Anyway, go on.
A Day with Janet Fielding. 10 out of 10 event, would 100% recommend. They'll hopefully do some stuff like that in the future. It was a really cute event. There were, I don't know, maybe just under 100 people, maybe 70 people there. It was really, really nice event. And the Q&A section was awesome. They had the TARDIS. They had a Jodie Whittaker wax thing. It was very funny.
I thought I saw that, on your Instagram story. I was like, what is going on there?
It was very strange. But there were some sensational people there. Shout out to Jade, Malcolm, Jacob, Chris, and Oz Chris, and Chris Jarvis. There were a lot of Chris's. And, of course, Janet Fielding. No Pauls, unfortunately. But there were some lovely people. People wanted photos with me, which was very nice. I signed my first autograph, Troy. I'm a superstar. Superstar.
Wow.
Shout out to Jade.
Wow.
She was. Everyone was really nice. So, speaking of autographs, look at this bad boy. Look at this. Here we go. I don't know if you could see that.
You did it! You printed the tweets off!
Yeah,
let's go!
It's a picture of me and Janet, and then underneath is the tweet, which says, "Oh my gosh, Crispy Pro, this little trailer has made my Twitter feed nearly as busy as it was after the Power of the Doctor trailer aired this time last year." And she signed it right there. I'll read that to you.
Yeah, go on, what does it say?
She has said, "For Crispy, an amazing Whovian, cheeky, but in a good way. Thank you, Janet Fielding, Tegan X." How good.
Love from Hobart.
Yeah, and she was so good. When I saw her again, I was just like, "Hello, stranger." She's like, "Hello, Crispy."
Hello,
so that was
mate.
really nice.
How are you doing? Did you talk about the weather again?
No, we didn't chat about the weather. That seems to be the one thing I do with everyone. But no.
I was going to say that's your tradition. You got to keep up traditions, mate. Come on.
However, Troy, you'll like this. I did speak to the CEO and founder of Big Finish, Jason Hay-Gellery, which was very, very
big
nice.
Moves.
We had a conversation. I chatted about said podcast for us.
And
he said,
good.
He said, "Look, I don't really do that type of thing, but my mate Nick Briggs does, so you should hit up him." And I gave him my business card. So we should hit up Nick Briggs, and he said he'll put in a good word for us. So there you go. That's what we're going to do.
I almost don't want that to be in the episode, so we can keep that under wraps.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Should we make it a special story? We just keep it in the episode, and we just trust our listeners not to tell anyone. Shh.
Yeah, they'll be right. Well, hopefully we can get it.
This is now a sworn secret. In watching this, you have consented to keeping that secret. Okay. If you do not keep that secret, we will find you and we will put Savage Mats in your bed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
So be careful.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the end of our chat about Murray Gold.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm glad you told me. I honestly thought you'd just print off the tweet and get that signed, but I love that you overlaid the tweet onto the picture of you two and got that signed. That's
it's probably one of my favorite
it.
pieces of memorabilia I have now. So,
now your favorite piece of memorabilia is the Red Archer Live water bottle, is it not?
Yes, correct. Which is currently
show it for everybody. Come on,
outside?
show it for everyone.
No, I think it's outside. I think it's in the fridge.
Wow. Okay. Make sure you bring it with you whenever you do come to the UK, and then you can be my first autograph.
And then
I'll sign the bottle.
I'll demand a refund in person.
Anyway, so we're going to move on to the next topic of the podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fortnite 101 with me, Troy Red Archer Live. I'm going to be educating you all on how Fortnite works and everything going on. That just caught my throat tried to stop me from speaking. I wasn't coughing or anything. My throat just went, nope. Apparently I can't talk about Fortnite under punishment of death. It's like Carvin Easter. He's got that thing in his throat, and if he mentions the Doctor's history, So there's been a big collaboration that's been leaked. Yes.
Sorry, I need the news
Fortnite and Doctor Who. A huge collaboration, and I mean huge. I'm not just saying this to big it up. I mean, this is literally one of the biggest things Fortnite's ever done, if any these leaks are even close to be trusted. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain... Yeah, I'm going to explain a little bit about what Fortnite is for anyone who doesn't know, bring you up to speed and kind of update you. Then I'll explain the idea of this big event and how there are big leaks in Fortnite and how these are consistent with previous Fortnite history, so they can almost definitely be trusted in its majority. And then talk about what actually is happening, because there's a lot. There's a lot, And I think this will be this week's highlight video, so, it might be long enough that we can put ads on it at this rate, Crispy. I'm not going to be honest with you. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one.
I need to know, because I don't know much about Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite.
You're my target audience.
Please, you need to explain it to me. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the leaks. I don't know what any of it means, mate. I don't know what any of it means.
So, if you thought Fall Guys was big, if I was to compare, if the Fortnite collaboration was, if we gave it 100, like 100 out of 100, 100%, the Fall Guys collab, in comparison, is probably about 10% of the size.
Wow.
We are talking about something probably about 10 times as big, and I'm not overestimating that. So,
that's ridiculous.
In case you don't know what Fortnite is, it's a little bit like Fall Guys. It's called a Battle Royale game. If you don't know what that is, the idea is 100 players are slapped onto an island, and everyone fights to try and be the last person standing. That's the basic gist of it I can give. And every season of Fortnite, so you have a season that lasts 1 or 2 months, they change the map a little bit, change weapon pools, that kind of thing. And there's also big events. So every season there's a hidden character you can unlock. Currently it's something from Attack on Titan. Not a big anime guy, but fine. Last season it was something from The Witcher. We've had Indiana Jones, Darth Vader, all sorts of stuff. So collabs have been a huge part of Fortnite's DNA for literally the last 4 or 5 years at this point. Nearly as long as the game's been going. It's fab. It's so cool because I can literally just load up Fortnite, and if I want now I can play as Rey, Darth Vader, Iron Man, Spider-Man, whoever I want. There's so many characters that are just who? The Rock.
The Rock? Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Is he in Fortnite?
I've got The Rock. The Rock has his own Fortnite character. He's also in there as Black Adam. I've got both of them. So, yeah. So, you can unlock stuff via quests, secret things. So the battle pass that comes out every season is basically a progression thing. You work your way through it. You unlock rewards by playing the game. And then there's also stuff they just add that you pay for in their item shop. So you buy their in-game currency and pick up skins and things. A bit like Fall Guys. So to buy the Fall Guys skins, you have to put money in the game and buy them as what's called a microtransaction. So what we've got for this is possibly some paid content being added straight up to the item shop. But we've also got a huge in-game event. Now, for full transparency, the Season Pass stuff is great when you get a special character every season. It's brilliant. We have occasionally had some really big events that have not happened very often, but have completely changed the game in adding unique content. Things on the map have changed to suit it. There's mini little battle passes just specially for the event. It's not happened very often. There's been a big one for Star Wars where stormtroopers appear all over the island and that kind of thing. And there's one more recently for Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball Z, however you pronounce it. But we are talking something on that scale for Doctor Who.
Huge. That's pretty cool.
So, we have got a whole heap of tweets from iFiremonkey, one of the most prominent Fortnite leakers, because there is a huge community of leakers for Fortnite who delve into the game files every time the game gets updated and pull out all the secret files that are kind of in the background, things that are half completed, that are being tested. Epic Games who make Fortnite must, they know they do this, and they must just leave the stuff in knowing it'll be leaked, because it's good marketing for them to know what's coming without them
very
kind of officially
cheeky
acknowledging
marketing.
It's good. I'm glad there's kind of there's not a direct relationship between Fortnite and the leakers, but there's enough there where it's they're going, you know what, we'll let you do it. We'll let you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's good. So I'm going to read the base tweet to begin with. I know there's literally about 8 tweets, and every single one's got cool stuff. I'm I'm geeking out over this. I am so thrilled by all this. So let's get into it.
I saw it, and I don't understand it, Troy. I don't. It looks cool, but I've got no idea what's going on. So please explain.
It's going to be cool. So, it has recently been brought to iFireMonkey's attention that there have been discussions in regards to a potential collaboration between Fortnite and Doctor Who. So, we've had one of these happen before, a little while ago. I should have mentioned this already, but there was a small collaboration. Fortnite has what's called a creative island. You can build your own islands and get people to hang out, have a good time, and just kind of play some party games or whatever. And a small pair of islands were added. One was the TARDIS. You go inside Jodie's TARDIS and repair a few pieces. It was cool. Wasn't too much to it, but it was nice. And then another was a Doctor Who museum. And there were loads of little bits of like aliens and monsters and little bits of descriptions. Again, was cool, but there wasn't too much to it. You could go around both of the maps in like an hour or two like I did on stream, and then that's it, job done. This one, though, based on what FireMonkey's aware of, will be a 2-week-long event in-game using an event tab similar to most Wanted or Dragon Ball events. So again, things that have got a special tab where you earn items specific to the crossover while you're playing, which has only happened a couple of times. So this is unprecedented,
That's
genuinely.
Massive.
Featuring a set of free rewards for completing challenges, as well as item shop cosmetics, so those being the things that you pay for. So free stuff and also paid stuff. The item shop would feature 2 skins, so characters you can play as you said, Black Adam, Spider-Man, Iron Man, whoever it may be. We know who they are. We'll get to that in a second. 2 pickaxes, so a big thing in Fortnite is building. You can build kind of walls and stairs and stuff to protect yourself in some of the game modes. Some you can, some you can't, but you've always got a pickaxe to smash stuff, so they give you pickaxes unique to characters. For instance, Boba Fett, his pickaxe is like his gaffer stick he uses in Book of Boba Fett that he's beating people up with. So they pick things unique to characters. You get 1 glider, so how you basically fly into the island. So you've had stuff like the Millennium Falcon, like Avengers Quinjets. I'm just trying to think of big ones as examples as we go along.
No, that's good.
1 emote. So emotes are a huge thing of Fortnite. There's
the dances,
a lot of TikTok dances. Yeah, these days they add loads of like licensed music. You can dance. There's poses. There's all sorts of stuff. So there's 1 emote confirmed through this. There would also be a free Beep the Meep spray as some sort of incentive for checking out the creative map associated with this collaboration. While the image below isn't what the spray would be, blah, blah, blah. We've got the spray, I can show that in a minute. So you can also graffiti things onto walls. I'll be honest, this isn't something people tend to do. It's another form of emote. So this, like, the spray is pretty much irrelevant. It's like the least important thing there. But they did give you, with the last collaboration, a free TARDIS spray if you played the maps at the time.
Okay.
So that's cooler than Beat the Meep, personally, but, maybe that's a hot take. I don't know.
No.
Interestingly enough, though, just to mention on the sideline before we go into the main content, there was once plans for a 0-point event. 0 points like a big thing for Fortnite that kind of it's their lore explanation for pulling in a bunch of universes and how the collabs happen and that kind of thing.
Okay.
But with Doctor Who skins, which were already released in Fall Guys, originally being intended to come out of the 0 point into both Fall Guys and Fortnite, but that eventually got scrapped, which could relate to all the old Fortnite Fall Guys things. So originally it was going to be a 3-way crossover between Doctor Who, Fall Guys, and Fortnite, but that fell through. Fall Guys got their skins, and it was buried for Fortnite. Because the first leaks for a bigger Doctor Who crossover for Fortnite were like over a year ago. I think we touched on them on the podcast.
We did.
They never
we
saw the
definitely
light
did.
of day, and I figured they were gone because the leaker who tweeted that out at the time, Sheena, deleted the tweet not long after. So I was thinking either the BBC have told them not to say anything, which is more likely because usually when the leaks are wrong, they don't delete tweets, or there's more coming and we didn't know, but we never heard anything until now. So there's your brief introduction. Let's deal into some specifics. So, an image has begun to surface. An image has begun to surface regarding the collaboration, and it shows you a leaked look at the mini battle pass. So I'm going to put each of these images on screen as we go along. So here you go, Crispy. I'll send you these via Messenger so you can see each of these as we go along. So this is a placeholder image. There's some like standard Fortnite characters and standard symbols. Not everything's been added in, but you can see a few Doctor Who themed things in the rewards. You can see a TARDIS icon.
Oh, wow.
You can see a unit logo. The yellow thing looks like it looks like one of the teleports from Doomsday that teleport you between parallel worlds.
Yeah, I was about to say, is
world.
that Rose's little the thing that breaks the universe?
Then we've got 3D glasses spray, as well as at the very end an emote which looks like someone pointing a sonic screwdriver.
Certainly does.
Cool. And it says, Unit Code Red. Complete unit quests to detect residual energy and gather intel to unlock various limited time rewards. All rewards can be obtained without purchase, and some may be available at a later date. So you would get also a Star Cruiser glider. I don't know, I think that is Beat the Meat ship. I saw some leaks somewhere tying to that is little pod that you see in the trailer. That's the Star Cruiser glider. If you collect enough intel and progress high enough through the event, you get Beat the Meat's glider. So
This
you can
is
see now
so
how much there
cool,
is.
dude.
We haven't
This
even
is
scraped the
huge.
surface, mate. This is mental. It's mental.
This is unprecedented. I can see why you're so bloody giddy about it. I didn't realize how massive
Mate.
it. I thought it was just going to be like, oh yeah, you're going to play as David Tennant. That's it. But there's so much going on here.
Bear in mind with Fall Guys, when they added the skins for that, I've never bought a single item in Fall Guys ever again because you can't beat playing as David Tennant and Jodie Whittaker. This is just even more insane. It's just ridiculous.
So we'll have to do a
So
stream.
we've got a little bit
Troy.
of a
We'll
look
have to
at
do a
that battle
stream.
pass. So that's what you'd get to be progressing along during the actual event.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next tweet. The item shop cosmetics as part of the Doctor Who Fortnite collaboration. Oh, sorry, apart from it. So these are things that would be added for paid. So these are things you actually would have to pay real money for. 2 outfits. The 14th Doctor and the 15th Doctor, both of them will be outfits in the game, according to these leaks.
Ridiculous. Shooting. Which one are they going to choose? He's got like 20 outfits.
I wondered, I think it's going to be someone tell me what the hell is going on here with the loose tie. I don't think it'll be the 15th Doctor's actual outfit. Because if it's all tied to the 60th when it comes out, that would make more sense, I reckon. But I could be wrong. And I should say, with Fortnite skins, you can go in and loosely change how things look. So there's some skins where you can take the glasses off or take the glasses on. Sometimes there's slightly different options for outfits. So for Iron Man, you can have Tony Stark in his, Lycra suit without the suit on, or have him with the suit. So you could have Shooty in 14's, leftovers, and also his costume, and you could toggle between the two. That is possible.
Yeah.
They may do that, so we'll see.
Interesting.
You get a TARDIS glider, so you can glide in with the TARDIS.
That's
and
so
the way
cool.
that gliders work, you're normally hanging from them. And it's the one thing I hope they do if they did this, was you could hang from it like Matt Smith does in Day of the Doctor.
Yes!
That would be amazing.
Yes! Troy, that's 100% what they're going to do. 100% what they're going to do.
There is a psychic paper emote, so something to do with you getting out psychic paper. That would be very cool. And then you also get 2 pickaxes, a sonic staff, and a Dalek manipulator arm. Now, there is an image tied to these. There is an image tied to these, which I am going to bring up, so we're going to jump ahead here to concept items, concept images of both the Dalek arm and the Sonic, what's it called, the Sonic staff. I'm bouncing between tweets here because they're not in the right order.
You do what you got to do,
and
mate.
the psychic paper, so let me send you this. And the thing people have been really going nuts over is that the Sonic staff, the end of it looks like the leaked Sonic screwdriver David Tennant was using on the set of the 60th.
No, that's 100% it. That's 100% it, mate.
People are saying that this is exactly how the Sonic will look. It almost definitely isn't. All pickaxes are stretched out to be held with 2 hands. Occasionally you can get shorter pickaxes that are held 1 hand each, but you wouldn't get something as small as a Sonic in 1 hand as a pickaxe. They've extended it for the sake of Fortnite. That isn't exactly how it will look. So it's more the end of it that's the point
that's what I imagined.
Yeah.
And the psychic paper has a little banana man on it. The psychic paper.
It does. That's Peely. He's one of the kind of Fortnite original characters. There's some characters that pop up a lot. There's one that's a banana. There's one that's like a fish that walks on land.
Troy.
So
you're wrong. You're wrong. That's the villain. That's Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris is playing Peely in the 60th. Did you not know?
He's playing the celestial banana maker.
Correct.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I feel like I'm barreling through this so fast and trying to fit everything in. I'm hoping everyone's keeping up.
No, it's good. Everyone, please like for Troy. This is you've done a thorough investigation of the Fortnite thing, because half of this stuff I had no idea. Seeing the pictures.
Oh, and by the way, I should have mentioned there is something that ties directly into the TV show that I'm saving till the end. This is the thing. It's the thing that might not be real, but there's actually a script and there's some naming that is intriguing.
A script.
We'll get there.
For Fortnite.
There is a mini script, yes.
Do they record dialogue? Anyway, no, we'll get there. Okay, keep going.
Trust me, I'll explain that. So, some extra Doctor Who Fortnite notes in the meantime. There will be a free Time Vortex contrail. What a contrail is as you're falling into the island, before you pull out your glider, you can have something basically coming off your body. So you can have money coming off you, bubbles, whatever it may be. So as you're coming down, you might have a Time Vortex effect behind you. Then you could, if you have the TARDIS equipped, you go from Time Vortex to gliding from the TARDIS. I'm gonna lose my mind when this comes out. If all this happens as leaked, I'm gonna lose it.
That's so sick, dude.
There will be exclusive IRL merch. I don't know how that's gonna play into it. So, they've done occasionally on the Fortnite store, you've been able to buy, Fortnite-themed crossover things. And the last thing was, Balenciaga did, Fortnite merch. So, maybe Doctor Who X Fortnite merch you can buy. It could be comics, because they've done comics before that have tied into, Marvel. They had something called Zero War, where, Marvel characters were playing with Fortnite characters. We could have a Doctor Who Fortnite comic. That could be what it means. But there will be a special weapon in the game called the Unit Advanced Rifle, which, for the Fortnite players among you, includes player tracking. So, when you shoot someone, you can track the player after that. And you can also get a Wrath Warrior cannon, those big monsters that we see in the trailer, which features a hold to hurt system. So you basically pull the trigger and hold it, and it fires continuously. So 2 unique weapons themed to Doctor Who. I know people are going to say, by the way, because I know a common criticism has been, the Doctor doesn't use guns. Surely he won't be in Fortnite because he can't use guns. When have you seen Batman use a gun? There's like 3 Batman skins in the game. You have to suspend disbelief when it comes to that. You've just got to accept it because it's Fortnite.
Yeah, that's it. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It also notes that the unit code red event cosmetics, the battle pass we looked at earlier with the Sonic emote and all that, could be sold in the shop at a later point. So if you miss out on the event, there is a chance they may resell them for paid money later in the game's life.
Okay.
So there is that. Okay. Next up. Some more info based on the map. On the actual island itself, there will be unit outposts, typically around the map's roads, which will have interactable objects that will help you complete quests. These would mention things such as investigating a Beep the Meep Star Cruiser. So there wouldn't be voice lines here. You would talk to them and they'd like show you the dialogue on screen. Kind of in Fortnite lore, the characters don't actually talk while you're playing unless you have like little characters pop up with voice lines, which
that's what
might be David Tennant. Getting there in a second.
Oh my gosh.
Other quests would have players scanning residual energy around the map and eliminating others with the unit and Wrath Warrior weapons. There is also a chance this collaboration happens before November, as the Beep the Meep spray is set to be a free reward for viewing 60th anniversary trailers on the Doctor Who Creative Island, which means that it doesn't have to happen right when the 60th anniversary actually releases. My personal guess is it would come out maybe a week before. It would like this feels better like as a lead up to it, so maybe there'd be like a final trailer, and that's what you'd watch for that. So I wouldn't get excited thinking it means it'll come out months before. I don't think so personally from my experience, and I have been playing this game since 2017, 2018, so I'd hope I've got some experience. So don't hold me to it, but kind of hold me to it.
Okay.
There's also a teased image of the unit advanced rifle. It's just a pretty standard assault rifle with the unit logo on, but I will send you that.
Thank you.
Also, here are some descriptions, and this is gonna... I love this. Every skin or emote has like a little jokey description. Doesn't change anything, but like, you equip the Black Adam skin, the description might say, the hierarchy of power is about to change. Something related to that.
Yeah.
The description for the 14th Doctor skin is, I know these teeth.
Nice. That's
the description for the 15th Doctor skin, though, this could just be Fortnite making a joke. I want to stress that now, because people have overreacted, but it could be a quote, is... Let's hope the teeth are different this time. Which feels like something Shooty could say, because, I mean, the War Doctor did say, I hope the ears are a bit less conspicuous this time.
That has to be a reference to the 50th. And it could be the 60th.
The TARDIS glider's description is time and relative dimension in space. It's a shame he lost the key.
Nice, okay. Yeah, funny.
The psychic paper emote is just give it a mo.
Okay.
The Dalek manipulator arm pickaxe is exterminate, and here's the funniest bit, because there are only 3 materials in Fortnite you can get for building: wood, brick, and metal. As we know, the Sonic screwdriver doesn't work on wood. Yeah. Well, the description of the Sonic staff pickaxe is, it works on wood.
Oh, nice.
So the Sonic is more powerful in Fortnite than the real Doctor Who universe, basically.
Yeah.
So that's going to annoy people.
That's wild.
So, just before we get to the script bit, here comes something pretty cool.
Oh, Troy, I'm on the edge of my seat,
The final reward from the Unit Code Red event we saw earlier is something to do with the Sonic Screwdriver. It's called the Sonic Show-Off Emote, and it will be sold in a Doctor Who gear bundle sometime after the event ends. The back bling, so I think that's the yellow thing, the yellow symbol, so it's something you'd equip on your back, because you can have like backpacks, basically, is called a Dimension Cannon, which I'm pretty sure is what they called the Doomsday thing, the yellow device, so I think that maybe they're going to pop up in the 60th. Does that mean we'll see Rose? Who knows? The implications here are mental. They're mental. But here's something that will excite the fans of The Master amongst you. Epic Games is debating doing a real money bundle in the future, so a separate one. So I should just clarify this very quickly. You pay for everything in the game, but most things are via Fortnite's in-game currency called V-Bucks. You can earn them for free, but at a very slow rate if you don't buy things like to kind of egg on how many you collect. But occasionally they will do bundles that are just flat out pay real money. Don't buy our V-Bucks, just literally this is 10 quid, buy it, you get it. So we're talking about an actual paid money bundle that doesn't involve V-Bucks here. In the future with Doctor Who, and it's called the Drums Bundle. That's only going to happen if sales do well for the event. The bundle would feature both cosmetics and earnable V-Bucks, but if we do end up getting a Drums bundle later down the line, it appears that one of the skins in it will be using the likeness of the actor Sacha Dhawan.
No way! They'll get.
So
like, it's going to be John
if the
Sim. It's
event
going to be
does
John
well-
Sim. Sasha.
I know with drums, you'd think so. Maybe I think it might be several masters. It might just be
Yeah,
that they've
give
seen
us
Sasha's skin.
the
But
new three.
basically, if the event does well, because at the time of the event there'll be free stuff, there'll be a paid bundle with David Tennant Shooty. If that sells, they will later do a master bundle, but only if it sells well. So that will be circumstantial. We'll see. So, to finish us off, Crispy, for this 20-minute segment of Fortnite news, this is going to be one hell of a highlight video if we make this into a separate thing.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Probably the last bit of info we'll get on the Fortnite Doctor Who collab for now is the script below relating to filming for the event, which is titled Fortnite External Filming 60th Anniversary Event. Apparently, there is also a comment on the script stating that it is a, quote, highly ambitious and expensive production.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to send you the script. Get it ready, Crispy, but don't open it just yet.
Do you want us to read it out?
We're gonna read
with
it out.
dramatic music. I can have the music backing if you want.
If you want to, but let's wait first because I want to just explain something very briefly. If you're wondering, surely they wouldn't do filming for Fortnite. Well, when The Rise of Skywalker was coming out in December 2019, there was a huge in-game Fortnite event where J.J. Abrams, the director, did like a little presentation to everyone playing the game. They even showed a clip from The Rise of Skywalker. It was exclusively revealed in Fortnite. It was like a clip of Rey doing mind tricks on the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, the Emperor popped up and went, and there was like special lines recorded for the event by Ian McDiarmid. And he was like, I'm coming, be ready, blah, blah, blah. Then lightsabers popped up and everyone started fighting with lightsabers. It was one of the coolest things that had ever happened in Fortnite. It was brilliant.
Amazing.
So the chances of getting something scripted exclusively for Fortnite are better than you may think.
Wow.
So while this seems like it's less feasible, it could be real. So, have you got... Oh, I haven't actually hit the send button. I was being very careful.
Well,
there are the two script pages, Crispy. So, should we take it in turns? Page two?
Just before we get into that, did you see that David Tennant looked like he was recently filming stuff around his birthday? Because he was in his suit.
They're doing reshoots for the 60th, and it could involve this.
They could very well have snuck in something for Fortnite. All right, yeah, I've got it. Do you want the music?
There was supposed to be a tweet somewhere that apparently I haven't found in my list, but it did say there was some evidence somewhere of them having some voice lines in the game from David and Shooty. Oh. So I don't know where that tweet's gone, but I just want to mention that because I just realised that I haven't spotted it, which is a bit odd. I also have the image of the Beat the Meep spray, which I'll just send to you very quickly and put that up. We're just really trying to draw this out. That's what the Beat the Meep spray will look like, just like he does in the trailer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, really? Wow.
Alright, so there's 2 pages. Who wants to do the first page? Who wants to do the second page?
I can do the first page.
Go for it. Read out the first page of the script.
Alright, here we go. Interior, TARDIS, sand console room, day. The Edge Doctor walks from behind the console to center view, flipping switches in a rapid manner, his hands glowing a golden yellow. The TARDIS hums and shakes violently. The Doctor falls to the floor in feedback. Interior lights begin to flicker. The Edge Doctor, scrambling to stand. What? 2. Exterior, time vortex. The TARDIS spins unpredictably through the time vortex, being showered in bright purple/blue colours. An additional TARDIS is visible in subtlety. Troy, second page.
Cut 2, interior TARDIS sand console room, day. The Edge Doctor, looking at the scanner, more emphasis. What? The TARDIS thumps as it lands. The Edge Doctor dashes towards the entrance and reaches for the door. Cut 2, exterior island, day. 2 TARDISes face each other. The doors swing open simultaneously. The Edge Doctor rushes out, only to be faced with the 15th Doctor. Both Doctors, in unison, questioning emphasis. What? Cut to promo art. That's the script. Now, this feels like something that could last, I don't know, about 30 seconds, which is roughly how long Fortnite's little teasers often are for these big crossover events.
Yeah.
So it could well be that we get David Tennant shooting at what I would reckon this is all animated within Fortnite. I don't think it's going to be live action stuff, personally.
Yeah.
Could be proven wrong, but I reckon it's going to be voiced over, personally. But showing you the 2 key skins, it's going to be a trailer for the bundle, no doubt, as well as the in-game cosmetics. But you're going to have the 2 Doctors that you can buy showing up in their TARDISes, announcing the live event, and what works perfectly with the 14th Doctor.
Of course.
So this would no doubt be the trailer for the big event. And I think that's a good place to end it, because the most important thing to say is why is David Tennant's Doctor called the Edge Doctor?
The Edge Doctor. That's what's Guardians of the Edge, maybe.
Exactly, from Power of the Doctor, where we saw all the classic Doctors popping up. Could it be that's the nickname for the 14th Doctor? I didn't think we'd get one since he was just called 14
Just called
now.
14. Yeah, because, I mean, Ncuti Gatwa's definitely 15. Yeah, I don't know. Edge Doctor, Bridge Doctor. What else is new?
Edge of the Bridge Doctor? We don't know.
We'll never know. That's the first episode of the 60th, which is called The Edge of the Bridge Doctor.
But there you go. So, to sum up everything as best as I can, hopefully around November, the time of the 60th, we're going to get some paid items you can buy, Fortnite skins, cosmetics, emotes, gliders. There's going to be an in-game event where you can play around the map, find unit landmarks, and also interact with some story-based stuff, as well as possibly some later paid bundles down the line for content featuring David Tennant, Ncuti Gatwa, possibly Sacha Dhawan, and some other bits around it. It is looking to be one of the biggest events Fortnite has ever done. And
for
I don't say that lightly.
Who, of all things.
For Doctor Who. So,
Russell's ambitious, man. Russell's ambitious.
That was a long breakdown, longer than I thought it was going to be. There was a lot to say there.
That's good.
But that's the Fortnite stuff. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. How are you feeling, Crispy?
Yeah, mate. I'm feeling... That's way bigger than I thought it was. I literally thought we'd get a skin of something. I didn't realize what any of this was and just how, like, the sheer vastness of this event. But yeah, damn, I'm going to need to start saving up on some V-Bucks, you know?
Yeah, you are.
So I'm very excited. I'm really excited.
Actually, I should say, if I was to guess, some of the big bundles, if you were going to buy them with V-Bucks, would probably cost about £15 to £20 if you're going to buy the paid stuff.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up.
That's all right.
So it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's how a lot of free games run these days, where they make their money on like the in-game skins, which you don't have to buy, but if you do, that's how they fund the development, that kind of thing. So my guess would be a budget of £20 would probably cover anything they add at the event. If they do the drums bundle later, that will cost more, but that's my assumption. If you've got some V-Bucks in the game, though, about 2,000, 3,000, 3,000 would definitely cover it. I imagine less than 3,000. Just depends on how much they're adding. So there you go.
Wow.
There you go. That's covered for people who know how to play Fortnite and people who don't that way.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Wow.
I'm now going to have sleep because I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
Crispy, tell us about the third piece of this episode of the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, luckily this one isn't too intense, so we'll get the news thing. But, of course, Doctor Who Series 14 is still in production currently, and they were recently filming in Newport, and my goodness, Troy, it looks like they're in the swinging 60s. What is going on with that? It's very, very exciting. And of course, with Ncuti Gatwa, I mean, each episode's going to be a different costume. I'm telling you that much right now. Ncuti Gatwa...
We've seen how many costumes now,
I know. Hopefully they're all in Fortnite. But Ncuti Gatwa is looking sensational. He's in this beautiful blue suit, this very obviously 60s-inspired look. And he's got a wig. He's got a beautiful-looking afro. He's got the stash. He's got the sideburns. I love it. And of course, Millie Gibson is wearing another 60s-inspired black dress thing. It looks stunning. Those two together, I mean, come on. It was ridiculous. They were filming in Newport, and some people got some filming snaps, and then about half an hour later, the BBC were like, oh, screw it. Let's give you some high-definition images. And, I mean, I'm sure Troy will chuck them on the screen now, but they just look fantastic. And I really appreciate... Thanks, Troy. I really appreciate the BBC's transparency with that kind of stuff. Because in the Chibnall era, with any of the... like filming outdoorsy stuff. I mean, you were there, Troy, when John Bishop was filming in the centre and Passenger was there, whatever that scene was. I don't know what scene it was you were there for.
Passenger was there, I think, the day after I went.
Oh,
it was a scene with Dan and Di from like one of his visions in episode 3.
So they very easily, the BBC were like, oh, people have seen this. We could, put up some promotional stuff and say, hey, we're filming in Liverpool, whatever. But that wasn't the case. But with this era, I feel like they're trying to be like one step ahead of us or with the fans, which is it's a very different approach, which I can appreciate. I can very much appreciate. And it's gotten a lot of people excited. Ever since that thing, like my girlfriend, one of her friends was like, oh my gosh, did you know Ncuti Gatwa is the Doctor now? And I was like, that's the piece of news that they saw that made them realize that that's the new Doctor. I was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, look, in regards to marketing, the word's getting out somehow with these constant updates from them. So I'm telling you, mate, the 60th and Series 14, they're going to be huge. They're going to be massive.
Actually, that's a point. What day was Ncuti Gatwa announced as the next Doctor?
Wasn't it?
Because that's got to be coming up on a year now.
Yeah, well, it was...
Just thinking.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was probably around now. Oh, no, I haven't seen any things be like, wow, it's been a year ago.
I'm trying to find the date.
It wasn't too long after Sea Devils.
15th.
So
It must be in Wikipedia. 8th of May 2022. We are literally just over, we're like 2 weeks away.
That's crazy.
For the time you're listening, a week on Monday. So I reckon if they're still filming, they'll do something special for that, I wonder. It'd be nice if they posted like a special thing and went, a year ago, Shooty was announced, here's some more set photos.
Wow.
Because that's the thing, as you said, like, I love now that when people see things on the set, the BBC aren't going, we're pulling the wool over your eyes, pretend you didn't see it, you guys didn't see it, you saw nothing, they're like, we know you saw it, but you're not seeing enough to know what's going on, so here, have some better pictures. I love that kind of transparency.
It is
like,
very
it obviously
nice.
wasn't Chibnall's fault. I don't know what the BBC were thinking at the time. Like, it's been said before that Russell didn't save Doctor Who. They were planning to continue it after Chibnall anyway.
Yeah.
Russell was just like a big convenient thing, and it skyrocketed into Disney and everything. But I just don't know what the BBC, like, as the meme goes, what were they cooking? Like, what were they cooking during Chibnall's era? Like, marketing, as we know, was not perfect. It had its good ups and downs, but they always just tried to keep everything under wraps, like, unnecessarily, whereas now they're being more open and transparent with the fans and telling them, like, new exciting things, and I love that. Especially since last week we talked about the Doctor Who drought and not getting much in the way of new content. Getting set photos, it's good.
It's
Tides
great.
us over.
It's great. Gives us something to talk about. Gives us something to chat about.
Exactly.
But Troy, here's something.
Crispy.
Here's something going on. So of course we got the casting of Jinx Monsoon, and she was spotted on set as well. However, they haven't released any photos of her on set, but we know that she was in that awesome new like piano outfit, very villainous. It's going to be great.
Which will show on screen now.
Oh, good. Well done, Troy.
Mate, there's going to be so much editing in this, and I'm so terrified for it. There's going to be so many pictures I have to do.
You'll be fine. I believe in you. I trust you. Everyone, please send Troy a lovely message and say thank you for editing.
I might just do what 50% does, where they don't blur the background, they don't have the picture zoom in, they just put the picture up, they just put it up like that.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
You know, we're more professional than that. Connor, Aiden, thank you.
Oh my gosh, he's called them out. He's called them out.
This is a test to see if they listen this deep into our episodes, because I'm going to get a very angry DM then, like, excuse me, what'd you say?
But here's the thing. So Jinx Monsoon was spotted on set, and there was a rooftop piano scene that someone saw them filming, and Jinx was apparently singing. Now, were the cameras on? Were the theories on? I don't know. But yeah, stuff's happening. I'm saying musical episode. Could be happening. Could be happening.
Inspector Gadget.
Monsoon. Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
You.
Like that.
Thank you.
That was very cool.
But yeah, I
Isn't
honestly...
it wild how we spent like 5 minutes on that as opposed to 25 minutes on Fortnite? If you told me when we made this podcast that we'd end up spending nearly half an episode talking about Fortnite in Doctor Who, I'd have laughed in your face. I would have laughed in your face. That won't happen. That won't happen.
But no.
See, it's the power of Disney.
I'm telling you. They're cooking something. They're cooking something, and it's going to be bloody delicious. And I'm really excited.
If we get anything close to what's been leaked there, which, as I've said before, those leakers, often what is leaked comes out as predicted. Things may change. The only difference this time around is this stuff has been leaked strangely early.
Yeah,
so things could change in the meantime.
It feels ridiculously early for that kind of stuff. But
I should have said that at the time. Yeah, that's why I suppose there's people suggesting it could come sooner than the 60th. Maybe it could. I don't
doubt it if
personally feel like
involvement.
it benefits the show. Yeah, I don't think it benefits the show if you release this 5 months before it's actually going to come out. Or, sorry, no, 7 months. I can't even count. Like it just feels like it just wouldn't be right. You want to drum it up to get people hyped. I think October would be the earliest this would come out, but I think November's smarter.
No, I put money on November.
How about you? We add to your UK plan. You come over to the UK.
Okay.
And as I said, you come up only to Liverpool for the 60th. But we play Fortnite together.
Oh, that'd be cute. That'd be great.
There you go.
That'd be really, really good.
Be very
all
cute.
right.
That'd be very, very cute.
I'll look at some plane tickets while you tell everyone your thoughts on the filming pictures for Series 14.
I don't have too much to say. I think you pretty much summed it up. I think their outfits are just brilliant. You know, I'm excited to see what's cooking. My mum's particularly excited. She loves the 60s, especially for fashion. But it just looks like it's going to be a great vibe. You know, it's going to be a really, really cool time, and I'm excited to see what's going on. And I'm glad that, you know, we're not seeing anything that's that plot spoilery on the set yet, at least, hopefully.
Yes, yeah.
Because that's what I don't like, and that's what we said before, is trying to battle between reporting the news and if it is something that seems a bit
if there is
plot
like
spoiler,
confirmation,
a bit leaky, I don't really want to touch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
Fortnite events, I will talk all over those leaks. I'm fine with that. That's fine, you know. But I'm excited. There's some cool things happening right now. We've got a composer confirmed. We've got a big gaming crossover. We've got my phone making random noises, and also my camera brightness seems to have just disappeared. What happened to my camera?
I don't know, man. Happen? I don't know.
My camera's gone all
very
grey.
inconsistent.
I didn't even turn a lightsaber on this time. That's odd.
Ridiculous.
It's very odd.
Ridiculous.
But that's everything we got to talk about, I believe, isn't it, Crispy? So how much are the plane tickets? Come on.
I looked up. I can fly into Manchester for $2,200, or London. There's a surprisingly cheap flight, cheaper flight for $1,800. But I have to leave like right now, so I don't know if you want me to do that.
Yeah, I'm free till 2 o'clock, so you've got 2 hours to get over it.
All right. I'll pack my bag.
All right, everyone. Crispy's off packing his bag, so that's his closing comments. His closing comments are that he's flying to the UK. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to episode 57 of Who's There Dog 2 podcast. I'm losing count of the numbers now. Where we talked about some pretty big news. So, what do you think about all the news? Please let us know in the comments down below. Let us know over on Twitter and Instagram at Who's There DW. Hit us up. Tell us what you think.
All right.
And I think we'll leave it there. Are you all packed, ready to go? Are you going to catch your flight?
Yeah, I've just ordered
all right,
the
say
Uber.
goodbye to everyone. I'll sign us off. You go catch your flight.
See you guys. Yeah, well, my Uber's going to be here in 2 minutes, so I've got to go to the airport. But yeah, thanks,
right, okay,
guys.
you get going. Don't worry, I'll cover the outro. You get going, buddy. It's all good.
Thanks, mate.
All right, so there you go. There goes Crispy. Thank you very much for listening. We will see you all next week, where finally we'll be talking about Series 8. Promise this time, and it will be live on YouTube on Thursday. Let me get the date up. The 4th of May at 12 p.m. BST. That's the current plan. I'll double check it with Crispy once he's back from his flight to the UK that he's definitely going on. But either way, it's goodbye from Crispy. Goodbye, shouting for the taxi, blah, blah, blah. And it's goodbye from me. See you next week for episode 58, looking back on Series 8. See you all then. Alan Z, baby.
Alan Z, baby!